Good morning. My name's Professor Alastair Robertson at Glasgow Caledonian University, and I thought what I'd do today is just give a brief update on some developments at the university. We are still planning on a largely online pedagogic model for at least for the first trimester. And there are a couple of exceptions to that. We're going to be still planning on running some teaching on campus, particularly science laboratories, other practicals, and we also want to run some particularly small group teaching for first year students as they haven't had an opportunity to be on campus. And our induction process, rather than being sort of around a week, will now be several weeks, and we've got a range of resources that we're developing at the moment on that, particularly to help students, some guides on students to become effective online learners, as well as sort of, technical user guides about how to use core university software. In terms of some other developments at the university, then I think one of them has been we're in the midst of procuring some additional key core software that we'll use in our teaching, and we're going to be rolling out a range of webinars for staff on these over the coming weeks. We've continued to run a series of webinars, comprehensive series of webinars throughout the summer period. And I guess what we're doing now is we're not only giving webinars with examples of how to use technology, but we're now gathering examples from across the institution about how staff are actually employing this in their sort of module design. And I suppose to that end as well, we've also established a network of departmental digital leads. So these are academics, one rep from every department across the university. And we've had several meetings with these colleagues, and they've been really helpful in terms of helping to sort of identify practice, identify challenges that staff have been facing as they redesign their modules for online delivery for next academic year, etc., etc. So that's been a really welcome development. We're also putting out some new guidance for staff on the importance of socialisation in an online environment. Particularly, I think there's concerns around students who are either first year or articulating students. So we're putting out some guidance on that. And we're also putting out some guidance for staff around meeting accessibility legislation. On the back of our successful Going Digital strategy, which was approved by Senate in July, as I mentioned in my last post, then I had a meeting last week with the executive board where we started to actually revisit or review our learning and teaching strategy, and particularly looking towards 2030. So I think my final message for now is, maybe like many other universities in the sector, GCU is thinking about how we can actually look at this current COVID crisis and how it might be actually a pivot point for the university's strategy and its offer to students going forward. So I think that's all from me, and I look forward to giving you another update in a few weeks' time. Thank you.